Concerns were raised in Parliament today regarding a meeting between a United Nations Special Rapporteur and Chief Justice Jayantha Jayasuriya.
UN Special Rapporteur on Rights to Freedom of Peaceful Assembly and of Association, Clement Nyalis Sosivul, is currently touring Sri Lanka. A debate took place in Parliament today about an attempt made by the UN Special Rapporteur to meet judges in the country. The opposition raised these concerns while tabling a letter sent by the Foreign Ministry that includes information in this regard. The meeting with the High Court judges was halted due to the intervention of the Speaker following concerns raised by the opposition. However, the Special Rapporteur had met with the Chief Justice. What we understand of this letter, sent to the Secretary to the Ministry of Justice by the Secretary to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, is a pledge to satisfy all their requests. This letter mainly speaks of 3 court cases.
තුනක් ගැන කතා කරනවා death of Roshan Chanaka at the free trade zone in 2012, protest at Valikad prison in 2012, the Rathupassala incident in 2013, and any other matter of similar nature relevant to your ministry. අධිකරණ අමාත්‍යාංශයට.
According to the Secretary to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, the Special Rapporteur had requested for all available information in this regard from the Ministry of Justice. The legislator is requesting for a discussion with the Ministry of Justice. The UN Rapporteur is attempting to directly influence the sovereignty, constitution and judiciary of our country.
What I say is that there has been absolutely no interference with any case or any judicial officer. Special mandate holder makes a request from the Foreign Ministry for various appointments. We are like the post box. Then we are compelled then. Number of cases are not mentioned to the Chief Justice and those are cases which were brought up at the preparatory meeting. The Attorney General and the police, they brought to the attention of the Foreign Ministry and all those stakeholders who were present. This particular Special Rapporteur, because he is coming on in regard to the freedom of assembly, these are the cases that may be relevant in that issue. So that is why those cases were mentioned. But there was no mention of these cases, and person never wrote to the Chief Justice saying that the Special Rapporteur wants an interview with you to talk about these cases.
Minister, you said there was no connection with these respective cases. It is clearly stated in the letter, death of Roshan Chanaka and the protest at the Valikada prison. Why are they interfering in these matters?
cases ගැන අහන්න පුළුවන් නම් ඇවිල්ලා ඒගොල්ලන්ට මොකද වෙන්නේ කියලා.
ඔය ලියුම
මේ අධිකරණයට මැදිහත් වීම.
ඔය ලියුම ආමන්ත්‍රණය කරලා තියෙන is it addressed to the Honorable Chief Justice?
No, Secretary of Justice. Normally we know what is happening. And Secretary of Justice will summon the registrar and discuss all these matters.
If a letter was addressed to the Chief Justice, he can always decline the request. Even I can address a letter to him and a request to meet him to discuss these matters. However, the Chief Justice has the right to decline my request and refuse to meet me. What's surprising is that even in the past, MPs such as Dinesh Gunawardena has requested to meet the Chief Justice privately.
Order, please.
Accepting that this was wrong, the Speaker gave an order to cancel this immediately, citing that interfering in the judiciary cannot be tolerated. However, today, the Minister says that the representative's request was facilitated. In my view, what you did was wrong. What is your view regarding this letter that was sent by the Additional Secretary? The Speaker made such a statement as he was not given the proper picture of what actually happened. It was only now that I presented all the information properly.
I think Tilak Marapana, who at one point served as the Attorney General, was also planning on becoming the Chief Justice of this country. I wonder whether he has any anger with the position or with those who have been appointed to the position. The opposition leader raised concerns regarding this matter in Parliament. This process is completely wrong. The current advisor to the Speaker, Prasad Karyavasam, was the first to provide information to the United Nations regarding these cases. The President removes the Acting Secretary to the Foreign Ministry from his position. If the Chief Justices of this country downgrade themselves because of the United Nations, or if judges are requested to act in such a manner, I think we must be ashamed of ourselves. Tilak Marapana must be ashamed of himself. Sri Lanka is now the garbage dump of every country. All foreign forces are suppressing our nation. The leaders of this nation, particularly leaders of the United National Party, must be ashamed of themselves. Why did you bring this country to such a situation?
The Minister of Justice also spoke about the United Nations Special Rapporteur meeting the Chief Justice.
When working with international organizations and individuals, it is done through the Ministry of External Affairs. We have ample opportunity to meet those who come. Why are there interferences in the High Court? The High Court's decision is taken from here. Anyone can come here and ask for information, and if they ask the right person, they will provide the necessary information. We are bound to give information, but not to do whatever they say, and they do not ask us to do so.
We'd like to ask the Minister of Justice, Thalatha Athakora, if she can meet the American Chief Justice whenever she wants. Judiciary is an independent institution. Ministers cannot meet them whenever they want. What we see from the Minister of Justice is that she is trying to justify the mistake after it has been committed. We know that Thalatha Athakora is holding this ministerial position in Parliament following reputed politician Athakora. He was a reputed politician. Minister Thalatha Athakora got this opportunity following his demise. Her conduct is disrespectful for a politician like Athakora. So we kindly ask you, if a mistake is made, apologize to the country and ensure that it does not reoccur. Their conduct degrades the judicial system as well. If the Chief Justice, Parliament or the President don't have a right to question about a case handled by a judge, then how does the United Nations Special Rapporteur have the right to do so? How does he have the right to do something that the Parliament or the President cannot do? We do not know from where he is from. This is a great example of how this government has betrayed the independence of the judiciary to the external forces.